Well, hello, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy full moon. For those who celebrated, those who did not, shame on you. No, fine. So, y'all, the night is winding down, and I'm ready to take my motherfucking ass to bed. Before I do, I just want to come through here and talk about something very quickly and shortly. Well, a few things, several things. Now, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so, first, I want to talk about the Magnified manifestation group that we're doing online. And of course, it is done via the Text Now app, as well as I'll be implementing video, audio. If you want to get on camera, you can. You don't want to, you don't have to. And then it depends on what level you get. We'll be talking privately one-on-one once a week for at least 30 minutes. And either way, so we've done like Millionaire Mindset. We've done other things back in the day. And I feel like for the most part, those are like beta groups. Like in a sense, hear me out. Like I was experimenting, right? I was like, well, let me see who would want to join something like this and exactly what are they wanting to manifest out of this. And a lot of times, a lot of people didn't even know what they wanted to manifest. And I took those experiences and I, made note of it and said, okay, well, a lot of people, they kind of have an idea where they want to be, but they don't know how to get there. And that's not even important, right? But they know they want to manifest, but they don't know why they want to manifest. They want to manifest, and they kind of have an idea of why they want to manifest. So like I said, they're not putting the pieces together of when, why, how, and I'm not even going to say when or how, but it's more so they're just like, I know I have to do it. And some people, they want to manifest too, to like compete with others or to show people that they can do things and stuff. And I'm kind of guilty of that, right? I'm that person, right? I will go above beyond. People say you cannot do it. I will make sure that I can do it. And when I'm focused, right? And to where I'm like, bitch, I would do everything in my power to make sure I manifest what it is I'm trying to manifest. And so either way, I learned from these people. And I said, I got to come out with a group. I got to come out with a session because it's not just a one-time thing, right? Where there are people that are feeling like they're up against the wall, right? They feel like they're up against a wall. They feel like, they're not able to get where they need to get to for whatever reason, and they're not stepping outside of themselves to manifest this. Because something that I learned, you guys, and this is not even, it's just like on the outside, right? Right. It's just, we're going to say something that we just dropping and share with y'all. Something that I learned is the best experience that you're ever going to have in life is stepping outside of your comfort zone. The best experiences that you're going to have in life is stepping outside of your comfort zone. And the reason for that is outside of your comfort zone, you learn of your existence outside of the norm. You learn aspects about yourself that you never even thought was possible. You were never even aware of. And so even going into that sense of how everything works out, and even if you don't see it, you're not seeing it in this moment playing out, but everything is always the setup for the next step and the next step and the next step and the next step and the next step. And that's why I'm even learning now that, and I say I'm even learning now because you're always learning, that this is why they say don't live life in fear and don't stress, because you're blocking things, you're creating things that does not exist right now. And because your mind creates things that does not exist right now, it's a double-edged sword, right? So you're always manifesting, whether it's good or bad, but your actions right now in this moment, in this second, is going to determine that. And so something that, and I'm not going to talk about it here, something I'm setting myself up for, I'm taking on a challenge for myself. And I said, what better way to bring my people along with me? What better way? What better way? So I'm challenging myself to do something in 90 days. And I've, clearly I offer work, casework on things in person and online, and people are always trying to manifest something. Very, seldomly will do work on where somebody's trying to fuck somebody up and, oh yeah, I want to fuck her up because she should have wrote her eyes at me or whatever the case. I want to fuck her up because she took my baby daddy. Hey, I think she's, swamped my life. And, when we get down, we get down. But manifesting, I'm like, you know what? I think a lot of people in this current state, they feel like they cannot manifest. They feel like they won't be able to manifest. They feel like, maybe their credit ain't good. Maybe their life is not good right now. Maybe they feel like, just debt is piling up. Just everything is not going their way at this moment right now. They're feeling like all odds are up against them, right? Like they're battling between the ops. Okay. And a lot of them are viewing, political parties as their ops. They're viewing celebrities as their ops. But, and this is a segue into this, the man in the mirror. And so in this event, which will be for 90 days, starting January the 18th, which is on a Sunday. And there's a reason why. And of course, it's also a new moon. And this is just the universe aligning things the way it should align, with, because of course, 18 is 8 plus 1, which is 9, and 9 is considered the highest number until it starts changing, it starts shifting. So there's an elevation. Going even into sun, we're dealing with, illumination. We're dealing with change, growth, healing. We're dealing with progression. We're dealing with attraction. And so this is some big time stuff. And even going into y'all, I have notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks on ways of manifesting things. And a lot of people think that manifestation is a physical thing, but in reality, it is an emotional thing and it is a mental thing. Okay. And so in this group, we're going to talk about this. In this group, we're going to have people that are in the same frequency and vibration as us, that's motivated and hungry to get that business started, that's motivated and hungry to fix that relationship, to repair their credit, whatever they need motivation on. And like I said, a lot of us, we don't have that. Now, a lot of us don't have that. And so, of course, I'm one of those people that I'm self-motivated. Anybody who knows me could let y'all know this, and y'all know me. Y'all, we've been on the internet with each other, talk about a lot of stuff, y'all, for some time now. Y'all know me, honey. When I have something in mind that I'm going for, baby, I will turn off all phones and all distractions to make sure I accomplish that. And that's not something easy. That's something that it took me time to get there. That's discipline, though. It took me time to get into that state to where I'm a focus and this is what I got to do. And no one or nothing could stop me. I have to sacrifice my time and my energy to get there. And so either way, that's what it comes down to. That people think that manifestation is physical. And of course, it's an aspect of manifestation, but it is really emotional and it is mental. And of course, it takes time to build your mind up. It takes time to get your emotions right. Because a lot of times when things don't go our way, we want to fight. We want to cuss people out. We want to attack people and things. But in reality, they are a reflection of something within us that we need to actually look at, study, and understand. Can we talk about it? And so, like I said, in this group, depends on what level you get. You do 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. 90 days is a little more, extensive. I think it's going to be more beneficial, and I know that everybody cannot, get into that, but, you guys are going to be having, me right there, motivating, spirit I'll be allowing spirit to guide me and to, give me the words to say and the actions to teach you guys on your personal goals of manifestation, however that is, whatever that looks like for you. And so, like I said, this is going to be hands-on. And because it's going to be hands-on, I can't do it for everybody. So I am limiting, the space of who and how many people I'll be working with. Because like I said, it's going to be very much hands-on. Okay. Like I said, communicating a lot, motivating. And of course, if y'all don't know anything about me, I'm going to tell y'all about this about me now. Maybe you're a new person that's coming along. Maybe you've been here a long time. My biggest thing is energy. And I know when people are motivated or they're not motivated. I know what the energy of motivation feels like. I know what the energy of hunger feels like. So if I feel like personally, whether we're in a group or not, I, personally feel like you're not being motivated, I'm going to be there to motivate you. Okay. I'm be there to motivate you and to inspire you and, to have the right words to say and that's it. And that's what it's about, y'all. This is something I think this is going to be big for 2026. I think it's going to be really, very big. And whether or not y'all join or not, hello. Okay. This opportunity where I was like, you know what? I want my people to come along with me. I want to, get insight on their teas, what they're trying to manifest, give them insight of what I'm trying to manifest, and motivate each other to get there, being in that state of motivation and talking and goals. And that's one thing I love, y'all. I love hearing people's dreams come true. I love seeing people's reality of their desires become a reality in person and virtually, y'all. Throughout these years, we have helped people elevate. Right. And there are some people that probably have not elevated because maybe they didn't want to elevate or maybe there was just a lot going on, but whatever, however. But there are people in person and online that we've, and I'm not going to say we, because I'm going to say they told me their story. And I'm going to always say that Spirit gave me insight on what words I needed to tell them and how I need to go about telling them that, because y'all, I'm going to be honest, and y'all know, sometimes I could come off a little, cutthroat and grow up and get your shit together and stop being weak and all that. Yeah. I'm that person. I could be direct. I could be, an ass kicker, not a kisser, but I only get like that when I see people having wasted potential. When you know people, y'all, right? And you see that they don't have the potential, or you see that they don't really give a fuck about what's going on in life, you're not going to invest your time and energy into beating that dead horse or to beating that dead energy, because that language is going to be so foreign to them. Hey, get a job. Hey, get your life together. Hey, your life is to be lived, not just to exist. They're going to be like, what the fuck is this person talking about? And it's going to be foreign to them. But when I do see people and I meet people, and I think a lot of us, I think that everyone that I connect with, everyone, I've said this before, we've had connection before. We've known each other in other lives and other times in other spaces and other energies, whether you believe that or not. And this is why we're so connected with each other, regardless of how, rude I may come across to you, or how rude you may come across to me, how disrespectful you are to me, or how disrespectful I was to you, because that's your perception and that's my perception. We still manage to come back, right? And remember that this is home, and remember that we are connected. And so this group I'm excited about. And I've been already ready for this. And I'm like, this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time because, like I said, I want to challenge myself to do something. And I've never set myself out to manifest something like this. And I'm like, I know I can do it. I believe I can do it. But I need that constant talk about motivation. Even if it's not the same goals around me, I need to wake up to it. I need to go to sleep to it. And that's going to keep me grounded. And I'm even amping up some things too, like, working out, and if you don't know, I do work out. I do get almost about 6,000 steps in every day. I do want to go up to 10K. I do get on my bike. I do my squats every now and then when I remember, to I have the time to, but I want to go harder. I want to step it up. I want the goddess in me to step up and show the fuck out. Okay. And that's what it is. Okay. And so it's on the blog spot. We'll be talking about this a lot more. or, up until the 18th. And like I said, it's going to be limited spaced. When I feel like, we're there or whatever the case may be, I'll come out and I'll let you guys know, hey, it is what it is. So I always say, send an email first. Some of y'all, I love y'all dearly. Y'all will send me, instead of y'all sending me an email, y'all will send over a Cash App or PayPal payment first. And then you email me, I'm like, listen, thank you. But, okay, so definitely send the email first and say, I'm interested in joining, and then bingo. And I'm also going to possibly ask you some questions to see if this is the right fit for you. Okay, if it's right, right fit. Because like I said, baby, when it comes down to me manifesting, y'all, I'm focused, bitch. Not even, and respectfully, not even God, his or herself, could stop me when I have a goal in mind and I see that goal. I'm like, I'm going for it. Okay, and so it is what it is. Now, something that I want to leave with y'all. There's a lot going on. There's always been things going on with politics and society. And I'm like, I think that people forget that the body is a temple, and the temple is the only place that you're housed. And in the physical world, your home is an extension of that body. So outside influences, outside situations don't really stir up affect. I mean, it can kind of shift a little. It can kind of shake the table, as they call it. But ultimately, what's going on in the outside cannot disturb what's going on in the inside. And so going into all of what is going on, people are so distracted by, people that they don't even know. I mean, let's talk about it. I don't know, anybody, let me put this in my own perspective, my own energy. I don't know Donald Trump personally. I don't know what this motherfucker smells like. And I'm not saying motherfucker like anything bad. I'm just saying, I don't know that person. I love Megan Thee Stallion. I love Doja Cat. I love Nicki Minaj. I don't know those people though. I mean, let's talk about it. Would I go get into a fight for Megan Thee Stallion? No, the fuck no, I would not. Would I go fight for Nicki Minaj? No, the fuck I would not, because I don't know those people. And it's delusional for me to say, oh yeah, I'm going to go fight for her. And I'm going to be on a whatever, fight for these people when they haven't did a fuck ass thing for me. Bitch, I have to wake up every day to motherfucking work and pay my motherfucking bills. I have to deal with people, placing things that I don't always want to deal with to make sure that I'm good. Let's talk about it. And so I would never, ever let those people and people that goes up against them disturb my peace, because I don't know them. And even quite frankly, to be honest, even people I know, you can't disturb my peace. I will tell you and I will remind you that, baby, you're irking my damn nerve and you need to get whatever you got going on together. If you need me to support you in this chain, I'm going to do it. But if I can't help you, go get medical help or go get whatever. And that's how I am. So I cannot be upset about people I don't know picking and choosing what they choose to do so. And I'm going to put this even into a closer perspective because, of course, I don't feel like I'm the spokesperson for any group but myself. Okay. I don't feel like I will ever be the poster child. I don't want to be a nominee. I want to be the grandmother, the perfect, the fairy godmother. And, she supports the girls and the dolls. I don't ever want to be that person. I support myself and my people. Bitch. And my people are white people. My people are black people. They're gay people. They're straight people. They're Muslim people. They're Jewish people. And bitch, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't understand that. My people is not LGBT. My people is not, Christian. It's people who I vibe with, period. Okay. And so for me, I'm like, it's mentally disturbing. And it tells me, going back into the man in the mirror, Michael Jackson said it best. I'm looking at the man in the mirror and I wait for him to change his ways. We're not focused on what we're doing to ourselves that are fucking us up, but we're worried about what other people are doing to us that are fucking us up. And in my mind, being someone who is seeing the bigger picture, because Beyonce said it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than we. When you step back for a minute and you understand that nothing is real, nothing is fake, nothing is right, nothing is wrong, everything is just perceptions and everybody's own reality. We have multiple realities within one. And if you're telling somebody who believe a lie that it is a lie, they're going to call you a liar. And now it becomes an issue where you're like, no, it's true. And they're like, no, it's not. And you become crazy because you're fighting for a different type of reality that's not your own. And with that being said, without going too far, a lot of us as LGBT people, our own parents who gave birth to us don't love us, doesn't accept us. But guess what? We tolerate them still calling us our male name. We tolerate them still calling us our male or whatever, our dead gender or whatever gender when we were born. We still allow these family members to disrespect us, to call us out of our name. You F, you this, you that, but you still love them at the end of the day. What is the big deal about somebody who you don't know not liking you? Because you're kissing the ass of the people who you do know not liking you. You're kissing their ass. Why not continue to kiss their asses? Going into the Nicki Minaj situation. I love Nicki Minaj music. Same thing when people said, R. Kelly's a PO. He likes to touch on children and shit. Okay, hello. And people still support his music. I mean, Diddy, people out there saying they're supporting P. Diddy and shit. I'm not about to fight with that. That's your business. Same thing with Nicki Minaj. Some people still support Nicki Minaj. I'm one of those people. Nicki Minaj, the person, Onisha, Marija, Mirage, Minaj, whatever. Girl, I don't know her. I don't know that person. I never sat down and ate a meal with that person. The music that I hear, I do know. The music that I hear, I know what it makes me feel like. I know what it does. I know what it gives, and I know what it doesn't give me. So I'm not upset at whatever agenda, whatever role they are. And I'm going to tell you this too. This is even sicker than this. There's people that I collected money from that don't give a fuck about my ass. There's people that paid me, that paid my bills throughout the years that didn't give a fuck about no motherfucking tranny. They didn't give a fuck about. In reality, they were calling me out my motherfucking name. In reality, they were dragging me through the mud. They were protesting against me, signing petitions against me. But bitch, they paid my motherfucking bills. And guess what? I turned the other cheek. But because people are in a state of what they want you to be in, we're going to call it politics. Because see, people think that politics is politics, but it's really politics. Because see, it's about making you experience different realities at one time. It's about making you see different perceptions in different realities at one time. And those who are mentally, I'm not going to say mentally disconnected from themselves, but people who are not really in touch with who they are, who does not know their true potential, when they start to see a shift in these realities, or they start to see different realities happen, they start to feel like everybody's out to get them. And it's like, that's what the reality has always been, babe. Nothing that Nicki Minaj is doing is different from anybody else, including your own parents. Nothing that any of these people are doing is any different from other people who've done it. You've experienced this before. And I think you feel so horrible about it. You feel so disgusted about it because it's somebody that you honestly, I would say honestly, it's somebody showing you a mirror to yourself. We are dealing with, ever since Saturn came into being in full control in 2025, the end of 2024, we are starting to see ourselves for the first time, and it makes people uncomfortable. We're starting to see things that we tolerated and accepted for the first time. And it's making a lot of people see, I saw this in 2017. And I continue to say, I'm going to continue to say, I'm going to continue to say, we allow people to masquerade and party and play in our motherfucking face about being whoever the fuck they think they are. But we don't say shit to them. It's cute. Oh, you better work, honey. Oh, yeah, you want to come out untucked with leotards on, walking down the streets of New York with kids watching, and kids are looking, what is this woman with this big ass bulge in the back? Like, girl, we don't want, that's so cute. Work, sis, shake, girl, yes, honey. It's cute. But the minute that somebody may be on the same type of freak level as that, because that's a freak. Honey, that's somebody with a sexual kink. baby, and you can call it however you want to fucking call it. I'm calling it how I call it. I've been a femdom since 2000 motherfucking 8, and I was trained by one of the motherfucking best when it comes to sexual kinks and perversions. That is a kinky ass motherfucker walking around untucked with shit hanging in leotard shit with makeup on and a beard. That's a kink, girl. Y'all can tell me whatever fuck y'all want to tell me. That's a kink. So when you meet somebody who's the same kink or on the same type of freak as you, and it might be a man who's into animals or a man who's into some other kinky ass, perverted ass shit. Now it's, oh, they don't like us. There's a problem with us. Wait, is that what you do? Because I'm not walking around here with leotards on untucked and shit. I'm not here walking around with a beard on and makeup on and with a male ID, with a male name and saying it's me, I'm not sorry. I'm not doing that. But we tolerated that. It was cute when they were doing it, girl. We gave them Woman of the Year. We gave them Man of the Year. We gave them Sexiest, Most Influential Content Creator. Oh, we thought it was cute, girl. I'm right, girl. I support y'all. Hey, girl. Uh-huh. And then when you had this motherfucker show up, respectfully, to say, I'm freaky, but I thought my freak was deeper than y'all freak, but y'all really freaky. We got to put this freak to the... I'm freaky, but we got to put that freak shit to an end. Now y'all mad. We need to look at the people in the mirror. And I said that too. I be thinking that a lot of us don't even own mirrors. I think a lot of us don't own mirrors. That's what I think. Or we only have mirrors in our bathroom. We don't have mirrors on our closets. We don't have mirrors in our hall. We don't got mirrors at our front door. We don't got mirrors in our kitchen. We got mirrors only in the bathroom. We only see these mirrors when we take use the bathroom or take a shower. And for some of us, that's not even every day. And when we brush our teeth, and some of us, that's not even every day. You brush your teeth like once every other week or so. Let's talk about it. So you're not bothered by reality Nicki Minaj, reality Donald Trump, reality any of these people because you don't know them. You're bothered by yourself though. These people are showing you aspects of yourself because you see yourself as a community. And that's what I keep telling people. I see things clear across the board. I watched an old video of mine that came up and it was speaking about people saying don't get work done with gay people because you're going to have gay spirits on you and maybe the gay spirits are not compatible with you. And I was like, well, with that exact same mindset, why don't you get work done from a broke spiritualist on how to get money? Why would you be going to a broke spiritualist? Or why would you be going to a spiritualist who's having marital problems to find your mate? Or why would you be going to a spiritualist who don't care about being beautiful and being put together to do your work? It has to be that across the board. The same thing I feel about this. If we're going to hold Nicki Minaj and all these other people accountable for our reality, then we got to hold everybody because everybody has a platform to speak. Everybody is not speaking about things they should be speaking about. And the things they should be speaking about is being true to yourself and stop trying to please other people and try to be something so other people can like you. That's my biggest problem I have for people. People sit here all day and tell me and play in my motherfucking face and be like, I do this because I want to do this. I want to do this because it's for me. No, it's not, because if nobody was checking on you, bitch, you wouldn't give a fuck about that. Respectfully. If nobody was checking on you, you would not care about what your hair looked like, what your makeup looked like, what your body looks like, or any of that. You care about that because somebody somewhere down the line done told you that you're not pretty or you are the prettiest and you wanted to enhance that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't play in my motherfucking face and make it seem like I only do this because this is what I like to do. No, if that's the case, girl, I like to do what I like to do and I don't care because whether or not I'm fixed up or not, I'm still me. Whether or not I have on a human hair wig or a synthetic wig, I'm still me. Whether or not I got my makeup done or not, I'm still me because I know that energy is what's bigger than all that. It's not about what you look like because there be ugly ass people that come in a room and get more attention than people that look drop dead motherfucking gorgeous. And you know why? Because their energy is on point. A lot of people be putting dolled up, getting makeup done, and their energy be off, and people be seeing that shit and they don't get it like that. It's about energy. So if you don't feel good about yourself and you're not confident in yourself, fuck the makeup, the hair, the wig, the body, the weight loss, the weight gain. That does not matter. And that's where it's at for me. I don't care about people who are showing me their hand because that's their personal opinion. If they personally, in the words of Auntie Wendy, we all have a right to change our minds. We all have a right to change our mind. If they want to be pro-gay today and anti-gay tomorrow, that's their business. Why you got mad about it? Are you pro-gay or are you anti-gay? Are you pro you or are you anti you? Because if you're pro you, you're not giving a fuck about nobody going up against you. If you're pro you, you're not giving a fuck about nobody not liking you. And that's what it comes down to. We can't get mad at Tom, Dick, and Harry and the outside, and because all that is a deflection of really what you got going on in the inside. Oh, I can't really build up what I got going on inside. So let me focus on, oh, honey, oh, girl. And of course, one of my sisters probably gonna feel like I'm taking a dig at her, and I'm like, "Girl, I'm not. I'm speaking in general, as I always do, and there's no tea, no shade with that. It's all tea, but no shade. No cut-ins. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not checking on what anybody has to say about me because guess what? I don't give a fuck. Call me a man, call me a woman, call me a dog, call me a hoe, call me a slut, call me easy, call me this, call me that. I know what I am. I know what I got. I know what I don't have. Like, I am okay with me. I am content with me. And also, when you're content with you and you know your abilities and your power, can't no motherfucker shake you. And that also bothers a lot of people. See, I know that weak people run in packs. I know that weak people need people to help influence their decisions. Strong people can do it on their own. Strong people can deal with one or two people and find that confidence and that security in who they are. When you have to be here, there, everywhere, and you got to be in the mix of everything, like I said, you're not saying anything about anybody but yourself. Yes, we're hearing you say, hey, this and that. Hey, we're not liking the state of being, and America don't support, and we don't support this because they support this, support that. At the end of the day, we're still hearing, for those who are awake and those who are seeing it for what it is, we're hearing, I don't like myself. I don't love myself. I don't think I'm strong enough. I don't believe in myself. I doubt myself. And that's all we're hearing. We're not hearing anything else. Especially coming from a spiritual perspective. If you are a witch, if you are a prayer warrior, because it's not just about you being a witch, y'all. A lot of people are claiming to be Christians and shit, which I don't think y'all are. Y'all claim to be Buddhists, which I don't think y'all are, because all these places, all these things teach you about discipline and having a peace of mind, and you don't have it. You're losing your mind. You don't have no prayer power. You don't have no incantation power. You don't have no candle power. You don't have no stone power. You know why? Because you doubt yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You don't think you're worthy of a good life. You don't think you're worthy of good friends. You don't think you're worthy of a peace of mind. You don't think you're worthy of good health. And you can say all day long that you do, but you know you don't. You don't feel that. And that's why certain people are repellent against you. That's why certain things that you're wanting to manifest don't come your way, because you're repelling it, because you doubt yourself. You don't wake up and say, I am the shit. This is my world and I'm going to get what I need to get. You don't wake up saying that. It's, let me go see if Nicki Minaj is reading me down. Well, let me go see what they're thinking about. Oh, the Christians are coming up against the homosexuals. That's what they're going to do. Who cares? They're Christians. They're going to come up against anything that's anti-Christian. Duh. Like, the fuck? I'm more concerned about my family and friends disliking me than I am complete strangers. I don't care who's up against the trans community. I don't care who's up against even me personally. You're not going to stop a damn thing when it comes to me getting where I need to get to. No laws you pass could supersede any type of supernatural spiritual law. And that's where it's at for me. I'm not a mundane person. I'm not somebody who does not believe in their spiritual power. I'm not somebody who does not know their spiritual identity. I know who I am. I'm being reminded every single day about who I am. So no news anchor, no White House speech, no TikTok video, no YouTube video could tell me a fuck ass thing about what is for me. And that's where we're at collectively. We have a lot of weak people. We have a lot of people that lack knowledge and understanding of themselves. We have a lot of people who don't want to seek and find. They want to just, I'm just going to look around the corner. Oh, that's it. Ooh, bam, I knew it. It's the end of it for me. Like, wait, what? Do you not understand that everything unravels onto the next thing? And do you not understand that if you're here you're here for a reason? And if you're here to level up, every experience brings you closer to your leveling up. Because even in the bad experiences, you learn things about yourself that you never knew was possible. Y'all, I've been through things that y'all back in the day, girl, I would say, girl, let me read this bitch down. Let me pick with this phone and let her, you motherfucker, you regulate, like, girl. There's even time where, girl, I was funny as fuck where I would call it and then, okay, she want to be crazy and I'm co-signing. Hello, yeah, can you go ahead and disconnect that account, please? I'm not using that account no more. That's how I was. Now in this era, baby, I'm not even going to give you that opportunity because I see it coming. And even if you think you got one up, I'm like, listen, okay, baby, I'm aware. I know, I see how you're moving. And that may not be the route you want to take. And then, of course, I just say, God, handle it because the battle is God's, not mine. Hello. The battle is God's, not mine. So, baby, God, handle him. God, handle these people. It's out of my hands. Give me the knowledge and the wisdom that I need so I know what exactly is going on, but handle them, God. And that's how it works. And so I leave y'all with that. Start looking at the person in the mirror more frequently. Start asking the person in the mirror, are you okay? How are you feeling today? You need water? You need more rest? You need more vitamins? You need more positivity? Start doing those things and watch how your life starts to shift. Things you liked, it's going to change. The way you think, the way you move, it's going to change. And it sounds like it's not that simple, but it is. Trust me when I tell you that. You're feeding yourself. You're feeding yourself. You're feeding yourself through the words you see and the things you hear. You're feeding yourself. Everything you hear, everything you see is coming in and it's like an armor. It's building you up. Right. And of course, if it's not supposed to be there down the line, you're going to start falling apart. And that's when experiences are going to show up. That's going to shake you up a bit. But that's what it's about. So instead of spending your and I've been nothing too, where I'd be like, are you grateful for your life? Are you grateful for the opportunity to have breath in 2026? Are you thankful and grateful to be able to see, to walk, to talk, to hear in 2026? Because somebody who understands how every millisecond count, somebody who understands that life and breath is not promised, it's not going to spend every second, every minute worrying about the negative shit, looking up shit that does not give them peace, looking up shit and hearing shit that does not give them security. Someone who is grateful for these opportunities and the space is going to see things a lot differently. And like I said, I'm there. I'm there, honey. I'm there. I've been here, but I'm definitely there right now. Baby, I'm not sitting here worried about anything that goes up against me. I'm not worried about anything that rattles my nerves and give me a piece of instability. I'm not worried about people, places, and things that are here to, their agenda is to fuck with me and to get me off my square. That's not what my focus is. Every second, every millisecond is being around people, places, and things that are going to feed me, that's going to nourish me, that's going to help uplift me, that's going to help recharge me, because that's what matters. That's what matters. You die today. It ends today. Would you go in peace? Or would you be still stuck on, oh my God, I should have had more time? Because that's what people say when their shit ain't right. Something that I learned from my baby sister that passed away in 2018. Before, right? Because she knew that she was going to go. She got the diagnosis 6 to 8 months prior to this. And in secrecy, she didn't tell anybody anything, but in secrecy, she paid off all her debt. She put away money for her kids. She did a lot of, things that I never know people that young doing to have ever done. And something that like I took away from knowing this was like, she was at peace with that time coming to an end. She was at peace with her life being over. She was at peace with that. And because she was at peace with it, she didn't say, I need more time. Because needing more time would have been her telling people, just so y'all know, I'm going to be dying by Christmas. I won't be here. That would have been her saying, I'm not ready. I need more time. But she was definitely ready. She was definitely prepared. And of course, people are going to say, well, everybody's not prepared for something like that. They're not. But in that moment, if something was to go down and say, baby, this is it for you, will you be rejoicing or will you be like, damn, I should have did this more. I should have did that more. And that's what I think about. I think about, baby, I could sit back and I could recap 2025. I had some negative shit, but most of all, 97% of my experiences was positive and uplifting and life changing. And I could say I did not regret 2025. And that's where it's at for me. I could say at this point, up to this point, I've enjoyed every minute, every second. I don't regret anything. I won't redo anything over. I will not change anything. I want to say, I wish I would have done. No, I'm content with what had happened up until this point. Because every second, instead of me looking up things that does not serve me and give me peace of mind, I'm looking up things that are going to benefit me. I'm giving myself space. I'm giving myself a peace of mind. Y'all, something that I fully, and I'm not going to say fully, y'all, because I feel like that would be doing too much. But something that I feel like I mastered in 2025 was anxiety. It was anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of ups and downs. And a lot of times, y'all, I was feeling overwhelmed where I would like have panic attacks and shit. And I didn't even know I didn't know that was even a such thing. Like I've heard people talk about it, but I never personally experienced it until once upon a time. So I want you to understand, and of course I'm sharing this with you to let you know that, baby, having that, not being on any medication for that, working through that, allowing myself the distance and the time that I need, and not apologizing for it, I have mastered it. Y'all, literally in less than a week, it'll be a year since I had any type of anxiety episode. Okay, hello? It'll be 1 year since I've had any type of extreme anxiety episode. Can we talk about it? Hello? We're not talking about minor, like you're worried about something and you're like anxious, like, oh my God, what happened? This don't go this way, blah, blah. Yes, minor. But extreme, where I will be thinking about it. I was obsessive about it 2 or 3 days in a row. Oh my God, I can't sleep. I was sleep for 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, oh God, I got to do this. Oh God, like, girl. 1 year. So I know that all things are possible. And I know that I have been doing good for myself. I know that I have been feeding my mind and my energy what it needed, what it wants, what it wanted. And that's what it comes down to. What are you doing that's helping to elevate yourself? What are you doing that's motivating you and inspiring you to be the best you? What are you doing that's keeping you grounded and stable emotionally, mentally, physically, financially? What are you doing? Are the people around you also helping you with that? Are they adding on or taking away? This is what these things come down to. And I really want you to think about that. Okay? I want you to sit there. If there's anybody, it's not anybody. I said to say it, I'm going to keep. Okay, who you doing? Okay. The football was going. Who you telling? I like how today, Jay, that it was like raining and stopping and raining and stopping and raining, stopping and raining and stopping. And, oh, it's raining. Oh, it's not raining. You know what? Things are raining. And it was literally like streets over from each other. It's not raining. I'm just like, what in the that's going on here? What in a fucking stranger thing going on here? This street is raining, this street is not. This circle's raining, this circle's not. Like, wait a minute, what? And it's like, it was crazy. Listen, I went to a store today, right? And I had to like go kind of to another area to go to the store. Long story short, this ground was like soaking, pouring wet, right? Within a mile of where I was previously at, the ground was like kind of wet, but really wasn't wet. It was like bust. Because yesterday this street looked like that. So was it pouring down in this street, but not like, girl, within a mile of each other? Like, what is going on? There was you, Jay. Okay. A much needed message, Mystic. Jay. You know me, honey. Yes, amen. The divine needs to shine through just a little affirmation, not asking too much. Right. That light shine. What is that song that they sing? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, yes, honey, let that light shine. Honey, don't let that light shine. And let that light shine. Embrace that energy. Embrace that energy. Give that energy the nourishment that it needs. Find yourself a place and things that build into that. You know when energy is disturbed or that light is being dimmed, what are you feeling? Yes. Oh, I'm upset. I'm afraid. You don't live in fear. You don't live. It's not of God. That is not of your best interest. That is not your higher self. Your higher self is not in a constant state of fear. Your higher self is not in a constant state of worrying. Baby, you are good. You are secured where you're at. You're in a good place. You're at the right place at the right time. This is perfect timing for you. Nobody or anything tell you different. Everything happened for a reason. Unless of course you moved into this era or this maliciously, you're here for this and you're gonna create some type of okay. Trust when I tell you that. Okay. Okay. Come on, Jay. Yes, honey, preach. 2026 be the year of having together. Not having together, working towards every day. Set your mind. Give yourself little tiny goals. I remember when I first started giving myself goals, I had one goal a day. Then it turned into two goals a day. Then it turned into three goals. Then 4 days goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, seven, 9, 10. Now I have 20 different goals a day. Probably 21. And of course, one of them is breathing, being in the moment, grasping the birds, the grass, the dogs, the cats, the cars, and just absorbing this, taking this in, and you're breathing it in, you're breathing it out. And oh my God, that's such a beautiful car. Oh my God, look at that little baby. And you just get in this state of gratitude. Like it's, oh God, I can't even explain it. It's such an amazing thing too. It's an amazing feeling. It's such an amazing honey. Goal setting. Please, yes, honey. Yes, honey. Set those goals. Okay. So listen, honey. That's it for me. It was good seeing you, JS. Always, always, honey. Listen. I gotta get in here. Call it a night, honey. I feel myself getting a little, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, be completely reading tonight. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Doing my reading. Shout out to those of you who signed up for the little work and reading session I'll be giving, honey. Y'all know I'm here to give y'all insight, honey. Okay, and to give you clarity on some things, honey. Hello. It always come to the light, but it always finds itself circle. And some people be, what the reading we didn't really make no sense to me. Oh, yes, it did. You were just in denial. It made sense to you. Because now, baby, it's all coming to the light. Now it's all making sense. Oh, come on in here. Now it's all making sense. Okay. Is it raining? Oh, hold on. Is it raining where you are? Yes, it is. Let's see. I don't think right now. Hold on. Because it's dark as fuck out there. I could just open this window, honey. So it actually says that it'll be raining in a few hours. Yes, honey. But it's saying that there's only a chance of 10%. Yeah. 10% rain. So is it really going to rain? It's not going to rain, honey. No, it actually doesn't. It will rain. It's going to rain I'm looking right now, 5 a.m., 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 12 it's not. 1 it is. 2 it's not. 3 it is. 4 it is. 5 it is. 6 it is. 7 again. And then it's all given the percentage, like 40% at 5. like, wait, what? Be tripping. Look at that. You know I'm open right now, honey. So I'm feeling the fresh air. I'm smelling the fresh air. Oh, thank you for the air, honey. Thank you. Thank you, honey. I'm sitting here with my legs cocked up. Ooh, honey. Oh, wow. Well, that's what they said too. They said 9 days of rain, but I don't think so. Yeah, right now it's showing me that Tuesday is it's only going to rain in the morning, and it's going to be oh no, that's it. Yeah, it's only going to rain warming up, bitch. Next Monday is going to be what 68. The following Tuesday 72. Why? Why are we starting to get fall weather, baby? It's the winter. What's going on? They're trying to get us together. My play. Yes, honey. Yeah, right now they said it's going to be raining starting 5 a.m. I'm like, I don't hear anything, but this morning I didn't hear anything either. But when I got out, I was like, ooh, it's a little rainy out here, honey. It's a little wet. Ooh. But yes, honey, let me go to bed. Good night, Jay. And they have all those floods near the coast. I think. No, you said it. Yeah, honey. Yes, honey. Flooding. One of the streets in my area, and it was so weird because it was like a flash flood, right? So what ended up happening was the street was clear, and then all of a sudden, it's raining for a little bit, but it wasn't even pouring down rain like that. That's I'm like, sometimes I be feeling like they be opening some type of gate and let the water build up. Because I'm like, it wasn't even raining that hard. I want to say 5 hours later, 6 hours later, I go through this exact same street and going northbound, the street was flooded. Even the parking lot. Like in this one particular area, it was flooded. And here it's like hilly, right? It's like it's not flat land, and you don't really see it until the nighttime. You drive at night, you'll see it. You'll be like, wait, am I going up here or downhill? Because the street lights, they're not even. But in the daytime, you think you're even. You don't know you're going up and down, up and down. Either way, I'm like, I think that area is like in a weird slant because that whole street was like on that side though. The same street, but going northbound, it was flooded as fuck. I mean, you even had trucks going through there slow. I said, oh, fuck no. And then I think the city people got out there a little later. But I was like, well, oh, the neighborhood too. It was like a little tiny neighborhood. It's like a busy street, but it's a little tiny neighborhood there. And then on the corner, there's like a Walgreens and is that a Walgreens? It's some type of store there. I'm thinking it's Walgreens. It's like a Walgreens and it's like this other little thing there. And it was flooded. I was like, bitch, where did that come from? Because I just came through there. I had to go that way to go into another city to go to Target. And then I said, well, I'm going to go back that way because, there's a place I love that, they serve Mexican food there. And the food is so good, honey. I was there when they first opened, honey. And they always be like, what you make here? You come here, And so, girl, they were trying to sell me everything, girl, too. Yes, they go. They were like, we got the sopa, we got this, we got that. And you might like this because it's tomato soup with the pasta, the elbows, the shell pasta. And then, oh, you got this and you should do this. It's just $2 off and this and that. I was like, girl, I only came here for one fucking thing, girl. And that's a breakfast burrito, girl. I did not want to leave out with no fucking fucking Diabla shrimp. I didn't want to come out here with no damn pozole. Girl, they offered me like 6 or 7 drinks. They gave me an Oreo cookie, cheesecake. I was like, girl, what the fuck is going on here? Anyway, and that's when I saw it. I was like, wait a minute. So how am I going to get back out? But you know me. All the streets connect here, girl. The streets, left, right, up, down, right, left, right. They all connect. You think you get lost? I think I was telling to my mom and one of my old friends in the first. Like I thought I was lost, but for some reason, I guess I'm not lost. No, honey, you can't get lost here. All streets run into each other. The only way to a dead end, run into a dead end, you go to the next street, two streets, and then go around that, and then you're still on that street. And everything too that these things to the other city, where it's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that's over here. So you looking at me? They're like, no, my zip code is like, wait, so this street go wherever? They're like, yeah. So Google, hey Google, where's blank but my guy? And then Google will show you. And it's like, damn, girl, they couldn't name this street, nothing else. So this whole 18 miles is one street name. That's kind of confusing. But I mean, and then I think even there's a point too where people got the same address and shit out here. Don't quote me, but I think there's a part where like it's like two of the same address. Now I'm like, okay. And then, Miss C was like, no, it's over here. I know it's not over there because it's over here. And they're like, no, it is. I was like, Google. And I said, Google. And then Google, I'm not going to say dumbass, but, she was smart as fuck. Showed me 2 red lines from prior. And I said, wait a minute. So this is a newer neighborhood. This is an older neighborhood. And I found the exact same address. And they both says east. So I'm sure which is based on names. I don't know, but I think that's so confusing to me because I'm like, wait a minute. But Google brought me over here, so maybe this is the address. Yes, honey, it is the address, and then that's also the address. So you got to really know where the fuck you're going. And I'm like, oh no, honey. See, that's all. That's all. I'm playing with you folks out here. You gonna have to go on the wrong way. And I get lost and trapped in shit. And now we got coyotes and mangolos and gringolos and hingolos and shit coming out and people coming out and just, girl, I might get caught up in the wrong part of the woods and red, pink, blue, yellow, orange might be coming out. I'm just like, what's going on? Excuse me. I got on pink, but this has nothing to do with y'all. And they're like, yeah, bitch, you. And you just like us too. Like, excuse me. So that's what I and bitch, we gonna confirm it. Are you near a barn? Are you near tracks there? Is there what's gazebo's in the front yard? Like that's what I need, girl. The address out here. There's a gazebo on the corner, a yellow polka dot mailbox. I know I'm going to make sure. Hey, now, no, girl, you come me over here. On the other side. Oh, I'm just 2 minutes away from that. Oh, really? And but you give me your car, you start going, and you're like, bitch, this doesn't seem like 2 minutes. No, so you're like, excuse me? Listen. All that. I like the people that have been over here in the hills. I'm over here off of this. I'm the only house for the next 5 miles. See, that's how I mean, down there, and it's going to take you fast ride. You get there, girl, and it's a fucking a red car, and it's a and you're like, the fuck, bitch? Is this a dog? I mean, it's a dog bowl. So what happened? So confused. Man, I'm you had to even the cat bowl and all that stuff, baby. Just let me get there. If I got a problem, I call you. Okay, and don't say use Spirit as a navigation, because bitch, that's another thing too. Well, use Spirit. Say, Rico, that came out. I'm sorry. Anyway, I went to say, Well, Rico came out instead of repo. I won't say repo. You know what repo is, honey. But Rico. Okay. Bella, leave me alone. You don't got to listen. She about to bug the fuck out of you. Take a nap. Take a nap, honey. Take a bitch. Take a nap. Let me go, honey. Oh yeah, honey. Let me go. Let me go. Love and light. To spirit mystic. To spirit mystic. Blogspot.com. We got 28 spirit 8 mystic 8 at gmail dot let me go. Good night, Jay. Good seeing you as always. Bye, everybody. So, hey, and listen, I would love to see some of y'all at that mindset group thing, honey. We ready. Cause we ow, out the big shit, girl. Ow, we bringing out the big T, honey. Okay, and alongside, honey, accurately, and effectively, and fast. These too. And I'm like, but I feel like, girl, if I have to convince you to try, maybe you're not, maybe it's not for you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, girl, you know, not all McDonald's tastes the same, but you still trust that McDonald's on the corner this and that. And of course, if food is nasty, you go and take it back. That's how I feel too. But if you get a product or a service with me and you don't like product service, you can email me and say, hey, this did not work. Hey, you do this and that, it didn't work. But that's not how that goes, though. Okay. A lot of times back from people, and I'm like, oh, maybe it didn't work. And they're like, no, it did work. But now I got this new dilemma I'm dealing with. So I didn't want to, overbear you or whatever. No, honey, you overbear me, honey. Let me know. Give me an update on the situation. And then we go over what the new tea is. Okay.